Hi, my name's Joel Bailey, and I'm just answering some questions for the Coffee Music Project, just so you can really get to know me for the finals that are on the 1st of May. I've got a little device here that is going to ask the questions for me, and so yeah, let's get going with the first question.
To those who might not be familiar with you or your work, could you tell us a little more about you and your music?
Yeah, so I'm a singer-songwriter, which I suppose says a bit about the music in terms of it's quite based in lyrical content and vocal performance. I was originally a drummer, so everything feels, I suppose, a little bit sort of rhythmical. My influences are mostly sort of 60s soul, funk, jazz, that sort of stuff. I was also, I think, quite influenced by my sister's R&B cassette tapes and my parents' love of Mike and the Mechanics. And that sort of rolled into a husky chap from the Midlands. Question 2.
There's a greater purpose driving the Coffee Music Project. What does Project Waterfall mean to you?
Project Waterfall are an amazing charity who help to bring clean water to people who need it most. And I think it's difficult to imagine being here and just being able to turn the tap on whenever you need it. That some people can't do that, and I can't think of any better causes. It's cool that Coffee Music Project are helping to support them, and that us musicians are playing for something more than just our vanity. So yeah, it's definitely one of the things that attracted me to playing the competition.
When and why did you decide to venture into music?
I picked up doing music when I was about 9 or 10, and someone came into like a maths lesson, and they were offering to either do violin lessons or drum lessons. And obviously, as a 9 or 10-year-old boy, I was like, definitely the drums. And that's why I haven't learnt any musical theory since then. Okay, next one.
What do you think are the biggest challenges facing emerging musicians?
I think the biggest challenge facing emerging musicians now is just to be heard, just to be seen. You are fighting in people's feeds against sort of otters playing snooker and things like that, which is a tough fight. So I think that's why it's so important to have things like the Coffee Music Project that give people a platform to be heard to a wider audience.
As a musician, what's the best piece of advice you have been given?
I think the best piece of advice I've been given is actually not to listen to too much advice, or I suppose more specifically when it comes to writing and playing music, not to listen to too many people's opinions about it, because it's really easy to get sidetracked when everyone's coming in and they're saying, oh, you should put a kazoo solo on that or whatever. I think if you just play and record things that you like, at the very least you're going to enjoy playing them. Okay.
Name a few of your favourite acts right now.
When I brave listening to something past sort of 1973, I do like the sound of people who keep that old sort of soul-y, bluesy, jazzy thing going. At the minute, I listen to people like Jacob Banks or Nate Smith, Alpha Mist, people like that. Peter Andre. Not sure if he's still going actually. Go on then, Robot Man.
How did you find writing your London song for this competition?
I've actually rewritten an old song for this competition, which is something I've never done before. It was a song I originally wrote during the London riots, and it was just like a little vignette, sort of a half a song. And when the competition came about, I thought it would be a great one to try and finish properly. So I added a couple of verses and added a couple of choruses, and it was a really interesting process that I found honestly quite difficult, but it's really rewarding to then push through it and hear something in a new way and be able to perform it in a new way. Okay, last one.
What should we expect from your set on the 1st of May?
On the 1st of May, I am going to keep it very simple. As I said, my music's mostly supposed to be focused about vocals and lyrical content. So it's just going to be me and the guitar, no bells and whistles, and I might slip in a dance routine, but that's probably about the only way I'll jazz it up.